Now, something that people often don't consider but comes up is what happens if I pass away and my spouse remarries? The biggest way this comes up is if your spouse remarries and they have a new spouse and then they predeceased, they die before the new spouse. So you die, your spouse remarries, and then your spouse dies, and then they leave everything to their spouse. Now, why is this an issue? Who inherits? Children, not stepchildren. So if you leave everything to your spouse remarries and leaves everything to their spouse, and then your spouse dies, your kids may effectively get nothing. So here are some things to think about. One, you can do what's called a bypass trust, which means you take a part of you can put all your stuff in a revocable living trust, and then at your death, you can decide how it divides. Now, also sometimes we put a condition in there that to be a beneficiary of the trust, they have to execute a valid prenuptial agreement if they get remarried. So those are some things that you can do to kind of set that up. Also be super specific in your trust provisions. Exactly what is supposed to happen with everything. There's another reason you should do this besides your spouse. It's your kids. For everyone who says, my kids all like each other, they'll figure it out. Some of you are right, most of you are not. They won't figure it out. They'll hate each other and there'll never be another family Christmas. So here is what I think you should do. Make the decisions, piss them off, you're dead, they can't fight with you, okay? And stop them from fighting with each other. Because if you're gonna let them come together and try to make decisions, a lot of times it doesn't work out. So for your family's sake and for future Christmases, make the hard decisions yourself and let your kids get along. Another thing you can do is use a Q-tip trust, which lets your spouse, basically, for lack of a better term, get alimony. It's not alimony, but like they get income for the rest of their life, and then everything goes to the kids after you pass. Another big thing is to keep your estate plan updated. Sometimes, people pass away and things happen and things change and they don't update anything, and then we kind of got a mess at the end. Now, this is a side note, wonderful thing about a trust. So if you have a trust, like a revocable living trust, you can make the trust the beneficiary of everything, and then you can just change the trust. So as life happens, you can change one thing and everything is fixed, instead of having to go to 10 different banks and change beneficiary designations and everything all the time. So it's actually makes this process much, much easier. Now, most people want to plan ahead just because it gives them peace of mind, it gives them some rest. They can just be like, hey, I did what I was supposed to. If you need to do that or you want to talk about it, feel free to contact WH Law. We do offer free consults and we'd love to help.